What's up guys, and welcome to Titan Trading channel. Here in this channel, we'll be talking about trading and investing in the Malaysian stock market. We'll be looking at technical charts to see what's actually going on for a particular stock, and I'll be sharing my personal opinion based on my knowledge of technical analysis as a full-time trader. Before we begin in this video, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you find our information helpful. If you have any questions, please do feel free to leave a comment down below so we can discuss about it. Alright, just a disclaimer. Everything shared on this channel is purely my personal opinion and is done for educational purposes only. I will not give buy and sell calls, and please do not treat anything I say as buy and sell calls. If you wish to be a successful and profitable trader, you must be able to conduct your own research and come up with your own decision when executing trades. Alright, so in this video, we'll be talking about MYEG BHD. Alright, so talk of the town right now, definitely, since the announcement was made last week that the government will be bringing back all its national immigration services and processes, right? Where it will severely impact MYEG's revenue and profit, right, up to 40 to 50%, right? So we'll start off with the weekly chart first, right? And let's see what's going on. So definitely we saw a gap down last Monday, and it just boom out of nowhere, and a huge volume, right? Just because the announcement shocked everyone, right? Probably including MYEG themselves, because if you look at the announcements, even MYEG themselves have not had any prior discussions to the government about the issue that's going on. All right, so we're not surprised for this. We're not surprised about the panic selling that's been going on, and just last week alone, EPF sold around 50 million shares. Right, that's a lot. Right, we can see this volume here. That's a lot, just EPF alone. Not mentioning we have not account for the other funds yet. And yes, of course, MYEG themselves have been doing share buybacks, and the MYEG founder, Mr. Wong, has been doing share buybacks as well, pretty aggressively. But it's nowhere near the amount of shares that are being sold by EPF just last week alone, and not to also include the amount of shares that have been short sold. All right, there's a lot of short selling activities going on for this stock. So let's not talk about the fundamental side, because my forte is on technical charts, and we'll stick to that mainly. That was just to give a brief overview just now. All right, so it fell below the 76 cents major support level right here, 76 cents here, support right here, and then it fell below the 67 cents level here and here, right? So that is actually a very bad thing. For now, it is very weak and it's heading towards the 56 cents support level, right? So when was this 56 cents support level tested? It was during March or April, right? During 2022, when the market crashed, right? COVID there, and 2018, right? When Bursa National was no longer part of the government. All right, so these are very huge crashes in MYEG's share prices over the past 5 to 6 years. All right, so for now, it seems to be heading towards that direction on the weekly charts, and I do expect the short sellers, at least the short sellers, to start buying back their shares around the 56-57 cents level. I think maybe when it dips below 60 cents, we'll start to see some strong support, right? From part of it from share buybacks, and maybe part of it from short sellers buying back their shares, and maybe retailers thinking that it is a good bargain, right? Going in at a support level. It is a historic major support level on the weekly charts. But if you ask me, for scalping, or maybe for intraday, or just a quick rebound trade, perhaps it could be done, right? Just based on support and resistance alone. But I've always been a fan of not just referring to support and resistance, but also chart patterns. All right, so what are chart patterns? So chart patterns are something like this, as I've drawn earlier here. So this is a small flag pattern. All right, a small flag. It's a minor downtrend after a rally, and then afterwards we saw a big breakout here, and then it's a rally all the way to 110 cents. Okay, this is a chart pattern where we saw this and this minor downtrend channel, and this breakout here signifying a huge push in buying momentum, and that's where we will most likely enter here for a long position, and then you will just go up. Another pattern that we saw earlier would be here during 2018 on the weekly chart lah, right? So yeah, same pattern, a bull flag, downtrend for a bit, and then once it breaks out, it starts going back up again. All right, this is my favorite type of trading setup. So everyone has their different trading preferences. For me, I prefer to look at not just support and resistance, but also take into account what is the chart pattern that I'm looking at. All right, but of course, I mean, you could trade purely based on support and resistance. There's nothing wrong with that, but this is just my personal opinion and my personal trading preference. And for this current setup, there's no support. I mean, there's support resistance, but there's no like chart patterns, right? The only thing we can see is that perhaps maybe I can draw a downtrend channel here, and that's about it. All right, so what I do see here is a potential rebound around this 56 major support level, as we've seen earlier here. All right, so yeah, that's all I can see for now. Maybe this rebound will bring it back up towards this 88 cents midterm downtrend resistance level on the weekly chart if it is very strong. Otherwise, you know, could just consolidate or even go back down towards the 38 cents major support level where it's tested here and here. Hopefully it does not happen because MYEG is a pretty huge market share cap stock, and a lot of people are already losing a lot of money. I don't wish for that to happen. All right, but it is a possibility. All right, it is a possibility also that next week itself it could just crash all the way down. Right, if big funds like EPF or the others start throwing their stocks, and that could happen. So the next point of reference by then would be the 38 cents level. Hopefully it does not come to that. Right, I do expect at least some form of buying momentum around the 56 cents level, but whether it can go up towards 88 cents or even the 76 cents major resistance level or not, that only time can tell, and for now I can't really tell too much. All right, so yes, if you're wondering whether you should trade stock or not, just ask yourself, do you see a pattern? For me, all right, I will ask myself, do I see a chart pattern? What is the support and resistance? And maybe take a look at fundamentals and what's actually going on. Right, if MYEG is going to lose 40 to 50% of their revenue and profit, does that mean that the share price would be only worth 40-50 cents? I mean, 40 to 50% of its previously trading price, right? So that's a question that you have to ask yourself. I cannot answer for you. But for me, not a big fan of just purely relying on support and resistance. Maybe just for a quick trade on support and resistance, sure. But for anything longer, we'll have to see, and yeah, we have to give it some time and see how it goes. All right, so that's it for tonight. That's it for today for MYEG's video. I'll be covering more on MYEG since a lot of you are interested. And do stay tuned to my channel and like and share my video if you find our content helpful. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. That's it. Have fun in trading.